We are getting dropped like Randall has. Finish your sentence now. Sorry, that was not cool. I'm sorry.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Rabbit Trails Podcast. We are back in the studio again where I feel like my intro is pretty much pre-recorded at this point. It's all the same. How are we doing, Jordan? I mixed it up. Normally I say Chris.
Really well, yeah. We're in Studio 338 today. Just chilling, and I was not prepared for this. Chris,
This is
how's
why
it
you
going?
pass it off to me.
That's
and
what
not him.
I lesson learned. I'm trying to mix it up. I feel like my intro is so, like I said, kind of like pre-recorded at this point. I don't know.
We actually just cut the intro and just re-loop.
We
it
should
every
have
time.
fans send in their version of the intro, and we'll just like play that over every week.
That'd be pretty windy. I am feeling pretty good. I don't know. I made a fan joke. It was terrible. It's not a good start to the episode. But I cannot believe you actually laughed at that. Even okay, yeah,
I'm not laughing.
You don't need to-
I never-
Who laughed?
I get it. No, welcome into the episode, everybody. Episode 103. Randall, you okay?
I just insulted myself. I went like this.
Okay.
Smoke the mic?
Hey, guy. Okay. What Randall just did is equivalent to stepping on the end of a rake,
Smack, yeah, it's exactly.
and the other end
literally
comes and
I hit
bites
the
you.
opposite end of the boom mic and smacked myself in the face with the mic. So I'm awake. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a good episode, everyone. We got a much anticipated draft in the future of this
Not
podcast.
like a war draft, just like a little like fantasy football type draft.
Yeah, that could be coming later too. But yeah, we got a 5-round heater coming for you later on that we're gonna duke it out ultimately in the ring. See who
Absolutely.
ends up,
With
and then
a survival draft.
with a survival draft, and then ultimately. See, I was actually leaving that suspenseful if people didn't catch the last episode.
We'll
but
see who tuned in last episode and realize what we're doing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But anyways, that will come in later in the episode. Randall, start us off. How was the week? What did you do this past 6, 7, 8 days, whatever it was?
The last couple days, I've tried just not to blow away. Honestly, guys, it has been like gale force winds. It woke up the other morning, 2 mornings ago, and it was blowing like. Yeah, it was blowing.
Okay,
I don't know what
okay.
a good like reference terminology type thing is without.
Breezy, windy.
I could say something, about someone's mom, but that's very inappropriate for this type of setting. So
I
it was
can't-
just blowing a lot,
I'm
and
in suspense. What is this about?
no, it was
Someone's mom?
blowing a lot, and then it rained like 3 inches. So it's very, very miserable day.
It's like peak Ohio. Like it's like when
It
people
is-
say they want to leave Ohio, this is the reason why.
Perfect, like-
this weather right here.
If an Ohio man was summed up into weather,
This is what it would be.
this is what it would be. Because
Yeah.
it's so windy, it's drying the rain that it's bringing.
Yeah, it's literally like the ground hits, but it's so windy it's drying.
Yeah.
So it's just like
yeah.
we only have like we don't have winter or snow. We just have mud season. That's
Correct.
basically what we're in. I mean, the last 3 days it's been raining and windy.
Right.
That sounds about right. I didn't even tell
35 degrees.
I didn't even tell anybody this yet, but I go out to start my car because poverty life. I don't have a garage to park it in.
You don't have one of those remote controls.
Get a remote start.
No, I got a
Come on.
gutted 2012 car. Okay, it's not that great.
You could like pay your brother like $3 a day to start it for you.
I should. That's a waste of money. But I go out there and there's like 3 inches of snow, 3 inches of.
Jordan, isn't it just so nice just walking out your car and it's just already warm?
My car is
Like-
in my garage, yeah.
But you probably do both.
Yeah.
Like there's no snow on it, and you
Whatever.
start it,
Yeah.
and it's like
Whatever.
65 degrees. You slide in it, and it's just ready to go.
Remote start, garage door opener.
I mean, the only thing wore out is your finger from pushing all the buttons.
Right,
Unbelievable.
exactly.
Other than that,
yeah,
I mean-
my car doesn't actually have a key.
Yeah, me neither. Just a fob.
Yep.
A fob.
Sorry, you were talking about your poverty-stricken life.
Whatever, dude. I was going out to
Tell
my
us
car
you make minimum wage without telling us you make minimum.
and there was about 3 inches of slush on the ground. Okay, I round the corner.
Did you measure it?
I ran. No, I did not. It was
6 inches slush.
It was a lot of slush, and I round the corner, ate it, completely wiped
you
out.
serious?
Completely wiped out. I had to go
right in front of your house.
right in front of my house. I had to go put on another pair of pants and like an overcoat thing.
Were
that
you
I was
like ready
wearing.
for work?
Because I was
Are you
totally
serious?
ready for work.
I
yeah.
actually apologize. That sucks.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? This makes total sense. I played basketball a few days ago, and I'm blaming all my soreness on that. But there's like certain spots, like my one hip, that's just killing me, and I landed right on it. I cracked it. I was wondering why it's like that sore. It's my fall, man. I'm getting up there.
You're pretty injury prone. Like, incredibly injury prone.
You know what actually makes me angry is I was wearing Hey Dudes, and they did not supply me the grip that I was expecting. When
Hey, dude, what the heck?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, I mean,
dude, what's up?
Whatever. I'm just saying, I was let down by the Hey Dudes for sure.
You know those like really sketchy third party like advertisements that come across your Instagram?
Yeah.
Get them all the time.
I got one yesterday. You can apparently buy a snow blade attachment for your Crocs.
Yeah, I saw that.
They're awesome. I don't have a pair of Crocs, but I would buy a pair of Crocs just to put the snow blade.
You don't even like Crocs, let alone getting this upgrade attachment?
No, but it's really cool. I feel like it would kind of be a fantasy statement.
Yeah. Did they see they also have golf Crocs now? That was pretty cool.
I did
They
see
have
those.
like golf cleats.
Oh, do they have like little spikes on them?
Like little golf cleat spike things.
Okay, yeah.
Crocs.
That would have probably helped me not fall in the snow. So,
Now you'd still wipe out.
yeah, for sure.
No, but if you would have plowed your snow, plowed
True.
the slush in front of your shoe,
You would have traction.
you would have traction.
I would have, yeah. Anyways, Jordan, how was your week?
It was mid
Mid and
bussin'.
bussin' and
Hanging around too many young kids. It was good though. Yeah, like Randall said, the wind. I nearly blew over. I had to take my trash out like an adult.
Was it heavy or hot?
It was coming in both hot and heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm doing really well.
Wait, do you have to take your garbage to garbage? Do you have to take your garbage to the end of the curb?
I do.
That's unfortunate.
I know. I can't pay my guy to do that.
Does everything else. Mows lawn, pushes snow,
Cleans the house.
cleans house. Whoa.
No.
Is this just your wife doing everything?
Marriage.
speaking in code this whole time.
You've been speaking in code here. Your wife just mows the lawn, pushes the snow.
Marriage. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing.
Guys, we have
even have to
Andrew
pay her.
Tate. We have Andrew Tate on the podcast.
It's like a white version of it.
Yeah. A less handsome, more chubby Andrew Tate.
Easy.
That is we got him in the house here.
But no, so as taking my garbage in like one of those little bins that has
Yep.
wheels on it out to the end of the lane, you're not incorrect. The wind, I did check my phone. The nearest airport was showing 42-mile-an-hour winds.
That is very brisk.
Very brisk. Yeah, and I thought I was going to blow over. That's,
Speaking of brisk,
luckily the welcome sign on
Guys.
the front of our door only blew about 15 yards away. Oh. Yeah, so that was pretty good.
that's not bad. Makes for a long hike though, but I get it.
But what didn't make sense,
So-
though, there was a wreath on our door. It didn't go anywhere.
Okay. Dude, I
Are you
hate,
big-
bro. Actually, you know
Are you
what?
big wreath guys?
Guys,
I'm not.
I hate
think
them.
wreaths are
I have
annoying.
something against. We just got a bird in our house not long ago because of a wreath. It was
It
camped
was
out in the
camp-
wreath.
and you open the door.
Opened the door and
Heard
guess
that one before.
It ended up in an upstairs bathroom. All said and done. It ended up, Jordan, did you know this?
I did hear about this because I believe you used a pool net.
Oh
To
my
pull it
goodness!
out.
I have
kinda
never
reminds me-
seen a bigger wimp in my life than my brother Brandon. Like every time he comes up in this podcast, it seems like we're saying something good about him. But when it comes to birds and his fear of them, it is unfreaking believable. You should have seen this guy.
Is he the conspiracy theorist that says they're run by the FBI and they're just spies?
I don't know
They
what
have
he
cameras in
believes.
them?
I don't know, but I'm just saying this guy goes up the stairs.
Randall
He-
gets
he won't-
offended.
Did it spark and make noises when you caught the bird?
We never caught it.
never caught it.
Did it start
Yeah.
beeping?
Is it still in the house?
No, it's not.
Crap.
It's not in the house. No, what we did
Actually,
is
that reminds me of a good story. But anyway,
we opened up the window in the bathroom that
I
it was
just
in
closed the door
and closed the door.
Come back in. There was 4 birds.
Much like
Yes.
rabbits? Huh? Oh, you're
No,
saying
like more
Dude,
time.
no, they
Oh,
okay, but they do. Well, you need at least one, and then it would soon be 4. Like one
Yeah.
more.
You have to build nests. That's a long process.
I mean, they camped out. I think they
feel like
were.
it's a couple month process.
They were camped out in the physical place where I shower, which makes me a little uncomfortable now to this day.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
I had to throw my soap away, my bar of soap.
Why? Did you
Well,
bend
why do you
over?
think? Yeah, you know.
paranoid?
So no, I'm just saying. Anyways, we open up the door or close the door, open up the window, and before long it
Hasta
was
la
out.
vista.
But yeah, I mean it was a dumb little sparrow. So
Nice.
screw it. Anyways, all that to say, Brandon, you're a wimp. But I had a pretty good week myself. Thanks for asking. Did a lot of this and
Chris.
that. Yes, sir.
How was your week?
You know, it was good. I got to.
His tone changed.
Well, I was like, got to be polite now. I went to Houston for a short trip.
Yeah, how
Went
was
and
that,
watched the
by the way?
Rockets. It was really
I have
solid.
a question, actually, about that.
Okay.
Did you actually just fly to Houston to watch the Rockets game?
Climate
Yeah.
activists, listen up right here.
You flew to Houston.
flew to
and
Houston.
surprisingly, they won against
beat
the Bucks.
the Bucks.
Wow.
They beat a top 5 team right now. You know, it was very awesome, and ate a lot of good food. I did fly there pretty much just for the barbecue and
Basketball game?
to watch a basketball game.
You were there only, what, 48 hours? less?
Yeah. I mean, like 2 full days, pretty much.
What kind of seats? did
48
you have?
hours.
Did you have good seats in this one?
Yeah, we were like 3.
I saw your stories. It looked like pretty good. Like,
Yeah, we were 2
literally
rows.
sniffing their socks as they were walking out.
pretty much. Yeah, we were 2 rows from courtside.
They
It
got
was
smelled
awesome.
pretty bad. Did you
Yeah.
get some like shoes thrown at you or something? Some
I didn't see. The problem is I
free
had
Lillards or something?
I had a James Harden jersey on, and which is the Rockets' home, and I was sitting where the Bucks players came out through. So I,
Oh,
Giannis,
dang,
Middleton, Dame.
Did you say what's up, bro?
obviously.
Dap them up.
No, but I did take videos just like saying, "You're a loser" and stuff after they were walking off.
Are you
'cause-
serious?
I mean, yeah, it was kind of
Come on,
funny
man.
You're that
because
guy?
they aren't talking to anybody.
But like someday we're gonna have them on the pod. Then that'd be really, it's really awkward.
I stand by it. They lost.
Some
to
of
the
those
Rockets,
guys have
bro.
receipts.
Rockets aren't bad this year.
They're not bad, but it's still
They
just
aren't
like
no Detroit Pistons.
you can't. No, just stop. Just
Wait, they're
stop.
not good?
Detroit?
Yeah.
They haven't won a game yet, have they?
I mean, yeah, they've won like 6 games this year. 5
Detroit?
games. Yeah, like they're like 5-30 or something.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they are.
I'll fact check that.
I think they
They
actually.
must have just did that because
I think they have 6 wins.
wow, they must have been going on a heater. Because last I checked, they broke the record for the most losses.
Yeah, they did. They did, but it's losses in a row. Not like they had wins before that.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought they went never.
Are
won.
they currently
Boy,
6 and
the-
something?
They're actually 3-34.
Oh, they're 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
But the NBA has set up a real heater tonight. They're playing the Spurs, which are 5-30.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
The money line must be strong on those.
Yes.
That's. Dang, you know what? We should actually check the money. Jordan, fact check the money line for me. I'm going to need to know what that is.
What's the plus minus?
Yeah, I'm going to need to know
Actually,
what
what's
that is.
the
but-
over? Might hit that real quick.
Speaking of overs, Michigan hit the over, took the championship.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
You want to know a fun fact, Randall? I actually saw the Huskies. I missed the Huskies get off their bus, go walk into their hotel by like 3 minutes.
In
Oh, we
Houston.
did.
We're walking to the Rockets game, and we see like all these buses and flashing lights and stuff. And we get up closer, massive crowd there awaiting the Huskies to get into their hotel. It was pretty wild actually, and I looked it up and I was like, oh, sure enough, the game's in Houston, which was pretty crazy.
Dude, Houston had a pretty busy weekend. They got into the playoffs.
They did the Texans. Yes.
Sorry, clarify. The NFL, they got into the playoffs. They beat the Rockets, beat the Bucks.
Yes.
Very good basketball team. They beat them. And they have the Natty in town.
They do have the Natty in town.
And then next week they host a playoff game. So
Yeah.
dude, Houston is bossing right now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say bombing, but that didn't sound right. So I said boss.
Yeah.
And also, they're home. No, disregard.
All right, never mind.
Yep.
Thought
never
we
mind.
were gonna add to it.
Yep.
And then
Good job, Jordan.
Different venue. So the Detroit Pistons tonight are plus 134 against the Spurs.
what's
The
the over?
over is 238
There's no way.
and a half.
Got to throw in that half.
Oh man.
Can't have a push.
All right, we'll get back to you for our take of the game and see if it
Yep.
hits later on.
Seems like the money is favoring the under at negative 108.
Okay. Boys, I got a serious question for you both.
Yeah.
Because I got into an argument, it was an argument with somebody this past week. What is the first bite you take out of a piece of pizza?
First bite.
Yeah,
tip.
where
If
you?
if someone says crust,
That is. There's no other right answer.
I'm gonna need to know the 1 and 2 on the
You got to
bites.
go straight for the tip.
Okay, the 1 and 2. Where's your follow?
You got to take a tip.
yeah,
and then
straight down the center.
and then the next bite is slightly wider, obviously, because it's a triangle
Right.
and you're heading for the crust. You got to go. I don't care, left or right.
Then it's just a game of inches. At
Yeah,
that
it's
point.
just you just even it up the whole way back.
So like you might take a bite out on the right hand side,
But then you go left.
then the left,
Yes, thank
which
you.
right dead center leaves maybe about an inch strip, which fits perfectly through the center.
Pretty
of your
big
mouth.
piece of pizza.
It
Okay.
is New York style. Big.
right? Floppy.
Okay. Last question before I give my answer to it.
Big and floppy.
Do you guys eat your crust then when you get to your crust?
Depends on the crust.
really
now,
does. It really
like Pizza Hut crust is kind of trash.
Stuff.
Okay,
Crust?
obviously stuffed crust. You're a psychopath.
There's
if you
no
don't
point
eat
in stuffed crust if you're not eating the crust.
Exactly.
Don't spend the $2.36 to upgrade.
Honestly, this is kind of how I am. This is gonna be so dumb.
I think that's actually what it is at our
I'll go-
local Papa John's.
What?
$2.36, I think, is the local charge for the upgrade.
Wow.
Don't tell them where we live.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, what was I gonna say?
Crust.
Yeah.
Yikes. Listen, stuffed crust, where you're taking your bites.
No,
Good
normally
bad pizza?
you said, do you eat your crust? Normally, this is kind of funny, but normally I go through, get 2 or 3 pieces, first time through, and you eat the first one, and you're really hungry, right? Normally, so you eat,
Correct.
You eat the whole thing, crust and all. And then your second piece, you might take a bite of the crust, and then your third piece, like, I don't want to fill up on crust.
That's so valid, dude. It's so valid.
That's kind of how it goes.
Especially if it's like that chonky crust, like that thick
But some
stuff. You know what I
it
mean?
is? Domino's? Domino's has really good crust.
Worst pizza establishment of all times.
What?
Can we just
I
say that
actually
for
can-
Little Caesars?
I actually can't, argue that much, but we just got one, 3 minutes away from our house, so it's kind of handy. But anyway.
if it's convenient, then yeah, that's
Little
the dub.
Caesars is pretty much right there.
Little Caesars is actually the closest
don't-
pizza you can get to cardboard.
I don't think I've ever had Little Caesars.
yeah,
Little Caesars.
don't bother.
It's
I'm
horrible. It's horrible.
Papa,
should
Papa John's
actually-
their crust is busting.
At some point, we should probably have a 3-round
Pizza draft?
pizza draft.
Like what kind of pizza?
Exactly.
Like eating establishments.
Not kind, because that would be a short list.
Oh, like,
Like chain
Places?
pizza draft.
have you ever heard of Fox's Pizza?
I have.
They're really good pizza.
They have a item on the list. Don't laugh at me, but they have an item called the wedgie.
Nope, I've had them. They're really good.
Best thing.
I think
ever.
we've discussed this on this podcast. A lot of people
Dude,
do not know what
high
they
school
are.
were
It's a Pennsylvania
nightmare.
thing.
It's incredible.
It is
Central Pennsylvania. I grew up on wedgies. So good. It's
Also,
essentially
you ate a few of them too.
Giving or receiving?
receiving.
Big receiver of
He,
wedgies.
he swung that way. Okay.
They made them for me. Essentially, it's kind of like a pizza dough folded up in half with
It's just like a pizza burrito.
well, it's not really wrapped up quite that tight, but it has
Pizza
my
taco.
my favorite has like ham and cheese with onions, tomatoes, and lettuce, and then some mayo.
That's a banger.
So good.
It's a banger.
So good, and then cheese. I think I
Dang,
mentioned cheese.
we haven't had wedgies in so long.
I can give you guys wedgies tonight.
Bro, shut up. It's not. It's like this is not a laughing matter, bro. A wedgie it would be hammered right now.
Have you ever given somebody a wedgie?
I've received.
I actually have. I'm trying to think. I feel like I bought some of my friends' ones recently. They were ham and cheese.
I feel like we're on
We got
two
some
different-
roast beefs.
Jordan, I feel like I love you, but I feel like we're on 2 different subjects here.
Well, I'm trying to turn
You
this
know,
from a
considering that I grew up with 2 brothers, it's a surprise that I didn't get like.
That was actually never really a
No, it really wasn't.
We were more 5-star people.
You were more-
5-star.
You were more like lock them in the closet, pray you
We,
get
we
out.
did
type.
lay hands.
Or like pinching, in,
Oh, yeah.
in certain areas is a big one.
I think you guys were heavy on like the emotional abuse, as much less than the physical.
It's just a lot of social media action.
We take our beef online. Let's just say that.
Cyber terrorism.
We are the Kardashians.
Oh,
We're pretty much just like the
Some
Kardashians.
cyberbullying, yeah.
did you? Speaking of pizza, did you see all this hype around Costco right now?
Oh,
Have
brother.
you seen all this?
Let me
Have
tell you.
Have you seen this?
I actually, as a newly minted Costco member,
Are you serious?
Oh, this
Let's
is going to be
go.
good. Okay. Jeez.
my wife and I were walking out, and we had already eaten dinner. I think she had made dinner. I had made dinner at this point. I can't
So you
remember
weren't real
what it was.
full.
No, I was kind of like right on the edge, but this was a later night Costco run. I feel like we maybe
They're
ate at
open like
6.
24/7. It's pretty amazing.
Not quite.
Till
but-
11,
No, not even that.
10,
But I feel like
9.
Do you know anything about Costco, Randall?
Not really.
Okay.
I feel like we were there. Yeah, maybe
Except they
around
have dollar
9.
glizzies.
9 closing at 10. So it's so intentional. Like it's marketing 101.
Oh yeah,
After a long time of shopping for
that is a big building.
Massive
Like you
things,
put on
like-
miles.
Oh,
Am I not wrong?
incredible, and their
Yeah.
carts are massive. They have a
Physical
lot,
workout.
a lot of good things.
It's like pushing a weighted sled.
right. And we have a new Costco.
It
near
just
us.
freshly opened up.
Yes. So very freshly minted member.
Yeah.
And so we're like walking through the checkout line, and I'm getting like a slight aroma of pizza. And then all these reels and TikToks and stuff come to mind
Yep.
of the pizzas.
Yep.
So what do you know?
Had to get a slice. Was it good?
So I'm almost embarrassed to say, but it was good.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Okay, so
let me
you-
ask you this: did like the atmosphere make you say? Because sometimes you just be around food and you get really hungry, and then you eat food, and it kind of like dumbs down your judgment. You know,
Like
what I
when
mean?
you're bowling and you eat that pizza.
That
You
is
know
the
what I mean
wor-
there?
Bowling alleys everywhere.
But
are the worst
dude, it
pizza.
slaps so hard because you're at a state of like starvation.
I know.
You know what I mean?
But
Bowling-
it's so greasy, you literally can't grip a bowling ball hole to save your life. Like,
that's
you
the whole
can't
point.
Get
You
your
just
fingers in there. You just,
it's that interlocking grease between those bowling ball holes, and then you just throw the pizza.
does
in
make your
mouth.
fingers slide in and out a little better
Oh,
if the
my
holes were tight.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Coupled by shoes that have been in.
Oh, think of how many
So
how many thousands of people have wore those shoes.
with this pizza, though, I
Bless America.
feel like if you were to set a box in front of me,
Yeah.
and I would take a piece at that point, I would be like, this is probably a marginal pizza.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that you've been on your heels for tens of thousands of miles.
So the atmosphere had a little bit to play in with it.
Well, the atmosphere is pretty dead. I mean, once you get to the front of the store, there's not a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
There's just a place there. I will say they do have a strawberry like sundae.
Oh,
They've got some ice cream there.
Really?
That-
Interesting.
That was where it was at.
I feel like
That's
I need
unique.
to like. I
Yeah.
feel like I need to hit up Costco. The reason I brought it up is because I've been seeing these. One guy I follow, he's like a local guy from Cleveland, and he's kind of like striving to be like a social media influencer,
Local?
YouTuber.
Oh, there's only one or two of those out there. That's a good
Yeah.
profession.
Anyway, not many of them in Cleveland though. Most of them moved to LA, but he is firmly in Cleveland. Anyway,
Nice.
shout out Sir Yacht if anybody watches it.
Watch
But anyway,
your six.
he spent a week and ate every meal at Costco, and at every meal he had a hot dog meal, which is a hot dog
Glizzy?
and a glizzy and drink. I forget how many glizzies he had, but he only spent in a week. He only spent $45 on food,
It's incredible.
and he ate every meal there.
I don't.
That is incredibly impressive. And then I started like going down the trend, and all of a sudden, so I started watching these. He started posting, and obviously, you know, your phone listens to you and watches you. So I started getting more stuff about Costco and whatever. And this thing popped up. And I told Chris this earlier. A thing popped up from Hawaii. Food is so incredibly expensive over there.
Right.
And there's literally people posting videos and like sharing stuff of lines and lines at Costco. They have like an outdoor vending actually where you can walk up and people getting their food. It's like their McDonald's
That's incredible.
because it's so stinking cheap
Yeah.
over there. And it's
Nice.
McDonald's
and
ain't
it's
even
not-
cheap anymore.
I know it's not. But like
not.
especially like where you spend $5 for a candy bar in Hawaii because everything has to get imported in.
Correct.
But everything is cheap for Costco and people doing it. And then there was these hacks going around like there's like some for chicken bake or something, and they put a hot dog, like a foot long hot dog in it, and then wrap it in pizza. And like,
Okay.
there's then so like Costco has kind of been popping off, and it's kind of unfortunate because now Costco is like cool. Like it's becoming cool. Like I don't know if you noticed
Yeah.
that. It used to be like only the white, trashiest, lowest scum of the earth went to Costco.
I think that was Sam's Club.
That was
Which
no.
I took
mean,
offense to because we always went to Costco and like Sam's Club and stuff when I was growing up. I love those stores.
Really?
Do you ever just like walk in there with your mom and like toodaloo and just disappear for like a half hour and just go explore? I did all the time.
No.
I have been on more second and third racks of Costco and like Sam's Club and Walmart.
Yeah, that's so goated as a kid, dude. As a kid, bro.
you sport-
Oh, come on.
Like
you
middle clothing racks
Yeah,
everywhere. Just
Oh,
especially
yeah.
at Costco. I remember. Well, I remember at Sam's Club growing up, but you would walk like so. They had these massive pallet racks.
Oh, yeah.
With pallets of goods and foods and drinks and everything else. You would walk behind that in between. So above your head was hundreds of thousands of pounds of merchandise in these massive pallet racks, as far as you
Stacked to
could
the
see,
sky.
30 feet high to the ceiling. And you're just walking
adds up.
between these. You're
that's not an exaggeration, really. I mean, it's probably like
Those-
26 feet to the.
those buildings are
They're
tall.
high. They're high.
very tall, and they have a lot of merchandise. But yeah, they have a lot of things in there I don't need in massive quantities for two people. That yeah,
But I'm also just throw this in there. If you did not like do a little exploring in a like a big box store like that when you were a kid,
oh yeah,
like just hide in the clothes racks, think
Bro,
about
you-
scaring people, but then when people come by, you feel really bad for possibly giving them a heart attack, like
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Yep.
Like if you have not done that when you were a kid,
Yep.
You did not live,
Bro, if you
I
didn't go to
loved
like
it.
the TP or the what's the like the oh my goodness
Paper towels?
section.
Oh yeah, climb back in there, and
You,
stack them up.
yeah, you stack them up, and then
I
it's
did that
kind of
so many
comfortable
times,
too.
Build like a little
it's kind,
fort.
bro. If you go on like the what's the bear brand, like the brand with the bear, Charmin, bro.
Yeah.
If you go find the Charmin in the stores and you can get a little headrest and prop it up the right way, you can lay down in there and just chill out, and you feel kind of secluded. It's awkward if people
Been
start
done more than once.
shopping for Charmin, but you
Huh.
know.
Then you just hand them their stuff. Say, I'm here to help.
You haven't lived as a child if you haven't done that.
But yeah, so throwing that in for free. But Costco, shout out to Costco
So-
for doing their thing and doing it well,
Yes.
and finally getting some love.
And you can bring a friend. So if you don't have a membership,
Oh, maybe I should go with you some
hit
night
me up. We'll go out for dinner.
to Costco. We should. That'd be hilarious.
Hey, I'm
take-
feeling generous tonight. Let's go hit the Costco.
I'll buy you
Actually,
$1.45.
I'm sure everyone's seen these, but there's numerous reels going around right now where this guy tells his wife they're going out to like
Some are
a-
expensive. Yeah.
somewhere expensive. It's a VIP. You need a membership and the reservation. The whole thing. And then he takes her out to Costco. And,
Oh, yeah.
He does it right though. Sets the tablecloth out, puts 2 candles up, some silverware.
Hey.
But then you go swipe your membership card and you get that $2 piece of pizza.
Yeah.
And those slices, I will say, they're
You ain't
massive.
getting that when you get home.
If you're more health conscious, they do have rotisserie chickens.
I saw that.
I know guys that are bulking. That's kind
Protein,
of
baby.
That's,
Protein, cheap
Yeah.
protein. What are they, like $5 for a rotisserie chicken?
Oh, it's less than that.
You get a
It's
whole
where else
freaking
can
chicken.
you go? Where else can you go? You can get jewelry. You can get clothes. And everybody's thinking, you can get that at Target. But then you can get a greenhouse. You can get 500 pounds of brisket.
Yep.
You can get bulk dog food. Like, where can you go?
You can also buy boxes and boxes of crab legs in there. There is one box I saw. It was like $600.
Okay, I have to ask the question: are they a company that lacks on quality if they're selling at such cheap prices?
I think
They
Go
have
ahead.
name brand stuff. It's
They
just
do have the same stuff
like,
as everything else.
I don't know for sure, but I didn't see anything that you wouldn't necessarily see in a regular store.
so where
But
is
I
their
think-
money coming in?
Their
The
money
bulk?
is like their overhead's so low.
Right. When you walk inside, everything is pretty neat, but they don't spend tons of
So-
money on fancy end caps.
Well, and
all
like that, and
kinds
so
of,
yeah,
displays.
exactly. So you walk in, Chris. Essentially, you are the employee.
Right.
Okay.
Like they have a crew that comes. I actually had a friend that worked at for Home Depot, and he was like the night crew. Like, you ever wonder, like, during the day, the boards
Sure.
and stuff, whatever. They
Okay,
go in
yep,
at night
yep.
after hours and restock everything. I'm sure they have a crew like that comes around at night, make sure all the floor pallets are stocked,
Yeah, stuff
shuffled,
is-
up to date. But then all day, there's nobody restocking shelves. There's nobody putting out end caps. There's nobody. It's people checking people out as fast as possible. It's basically all there is, and running the counter, like the delis
Wow,
and whatever.
okay.
So like their overhead, literally, although high in the building, is really low because they're not paying their employees to do all the work and all the advertising. Have you ever seen a TV commercial for Sam's Club or Costco? No.
No.
Yeah,
And-
I haven't.
And they're
Interesting.
buying stuff. They're doing it in quantity. And to your quality question, I don't think that it's lacking that much. I think it'd be along the same as Walmart or
Yeah.
Target.
So what you would normally,
Interesting, okay.
what I always thought about Costco is for people with larger families, businesses, churches, like those type of establishments.
Businesses. If you're a business,
Because
Bro.
so we purchased some coffee for our business, and you can't just buy these were K cups, like the small cups you put in your coffee maker.
Yeah.
You can't just purchase like a 16 pack, so 16 cups. No, you're getting it in like a 48. Like it's a massive
Okay.
pack.
or
Okay.
And it's
or
like
500.
you
Like,
can buy Starbucks in there. Like you can buy name brand stuff.
Okay. So the bulk is where the money is, ultimately. Okay.
Correct.
Gotcha.
but their overhead's so low.
Yeah.
so
I
Jordan,
gotta say though, as a fan of smoking meats, like all that good stuff, they have a pretty decent meat selection.
They do, and it's not.
Okay.
I would trust it.
okay, so Jordan, as you newlywed coming from a household of 2 now, is there actually stuff in there that you're going to buy that's not just going to go stale or whatever on you by the time you eat it? Because it all is, it's mostly in bulk.
Well, that is a massive thing you have to think
You would
about.
have to be careful.
We got in on the coattails of someone else's membership, so it's not necessarily something I don't know that I would necessarily go out and just purchase a membership just out of.
Oh, so you don't even have a membership.
Well, no, we do have a membership, but we got in with someone else, so membership costs were lower.
Okay, so you don't
So
have a
you have a
membership.
shared membership?
Was this something that was done legally?
I think so.
Did you print this off the internet?
No, not at all.
Question: how much is it for like a yearly subscription? If you don't mind me asking.
I mean, anyone could probably just find out if they look it up anyways.
Well, I'm asking him.
Okay. Jordan, how much is
I
it?
think it was. It's not like it's a ton. I want to say it was maybe $70 a year.
Whoa. So it's like nothing.
No, I mean you paid more than for Netflix.
Yeah.
This is kind of the way I always thought about like Costco and recent. Like, I feel like the membership costs make up their low cost for food.
No, it helps.
That's how they make their money back, because I feel like everything else, like while it's lesser priced,
But like also,
it's not like you're getting massive bargains.
no, true. But also, think how many people have memberships and don't go there but once a year.
Yeah,
Sure.
I could see that.
No, I'm dead serious. Like, there's some people that go there and like, this store's awesome. I'm always going there. Get a membership and then don't come back for 6 months.
Yeah.
There's those people. You know, those are just like people that have a Netflix account and never use it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yeah.
paying for something they don't use.
It is impressive, though. I mean, like, they have their electronics section now is stocked. They have a whole line of Samsung TVs. They had a T-Mobile station in there. They had a Verizon station. They had all the iPhones, all the iPads.
Interesting.
I feel like you should pick me up a flat screen next time.
I might purchase my next flat screen in there.
do it.
You know, in Sam's Club, going in there as a child, I always went to the phone section because they always had like that.
Quick download some games.
They always had those games where you like got to get the water to the bottom of the map and stuff like that.
yeah.
Oh, I'd bang those out, dude. Middle of the store. Parents are going, I don't care what they're doing. I'm playing my game, okay?
But yeah, boys, actually, I believe on my membership, you can bring 2 friends or 2 people. Let's all go out for pizza.
I am so down. I'm getting a
Okay.
glizzy and a strawberry
That is
milkshake.
one thing I will probably never buy in there.
A glizzy? They say they're really good.
Well, just not a fan.
All right.
So how much is a whole pizza? Or
Well,
is
I
it
think
per
a
slice?
whole pizza was like $8 or $10.
$8
Oh
for
my
a
goodness.
pizza?
But this is a massive pizza. Well,
I know
You
they're
said, but this
huge.
is a massive pizza.
it's a big pizza.
I was expecting something small.
No,
That's
that
like
price.
a $22 pizza normally.
My slice was kind of similar to like a New York style.
So it's like
but
2 pizzas and slices.
No.
in one.
But hang on, it's between a New York and like a Pizza Hut like regular crust. So
Okay.
it's not thin. Like, I think if you lift it up by the crust, it'll hold its own.
Okay.
But the pieces, it was enough. One piece was enough for my wife and I.
Whoa.
Like, okay, so
But you guys weren't hungry,
Keep in
to
mind,
be
this was post our normal meal, but we also did have a strawberry shake.
Oh.
Okay,
Two
that's
straws?
cute.
I
We'll assume it was
think it
two.
was spoons.
2 spoons.
I'm sorry, I think I said strawberry shake. It was a strawberry
Sundae.
Gotcha.
2 spoons.
Yeah, but the pizza was
So-
actually busting, surprising.
But this pizza's $8 to $10.
I think if you get a whole box.
Yeah, if a whole box.
And don't fact check me on this. I will be going there just shortly. I will find out.
You're going tonight?
Because guys,
Not tonight yet anymore.
you do realize like Pizza Hut, Papa John's, East of Chicago, heck, even Little Caesars, same size pizza, around $20 easily. Is this just a cheese? Any toppings?
This was a pepperoni and sausage, I believe.
Sheesh, they're losing money on that. by the way.
Wow.
They got to be losing money. Well, enough Costco talk. That's you know what? Back to the pizza though.
I did
Oh,
just find it.
got one more thing.
$1.99
per slice.
per slice.
And there's no tax on
Incredible.
food.
Correct. Yeah.
Incredible.
And there was, here it is, a whole pizza, $9.95. It's an 18-inch pizza for $9.95.
Wow. That
That's
is
incredible. Good for Costco, man.
impressive. Costco.
Bringing reality back to the human beings. So, to the pizza thing, real quick, I just want to expose myself.
Yeah.
First bite's definitely at the end. You just got to do it. It's at the tip. I mean, at the very front of the pizza. Second bite, I'm a crust guy on the second bite.
Really?
Yeah, I am. Because I feel I don't like leaving food on my plate because that's just how I was taught as a child. But I can't bear all
No
that
food
crust
left
at the
behind.
end. So I'm get a good cheesy bite, then mix the crust.
So
in.
do you go in from you obviously have to go in from the side then.
Yeah.
So you're getting
Yep.
part pizza, part crust.
Yep, that is correct. Two ends of the triangle are getting bitten in my first 2 bites.
I believe the godfather of pizza himself, Dave Portnoy, when he does his pizza reviews, I believe he does one on the tip, just goes straight in for his first bite, and then he'll do a bite from the back by the crust and get part crust, part pizza.
You have to know what they both taste like.
And then it's one
Absolutely
bite.
have to.
Everyone knows the rules.
Biting into the crust is the best way to taste what kind of dough it has and stuff. in my opinion.
Well, I think that's about enough Costco talk for now. It was good though, and if
so hungry.
I'm not hungry at all, but anyway.
let us know, guys, if you have Costco membership, you've ever been there. Let us know your experiences.
Take us out
Reach
for
out to
supper.
us, and let's. I want to know.
Yeah.
I want to know. What you got, Randall?
Real quick, before we get into a segment, I know that's kind of where we're heading with this. I'd like to apologize to somebody out there and to the fans. I feel like I got a tongue lashing, a very small tongue lashing over the weekend, but it was a reprimanding. Is that
We are not that kind of show, but go on.
a reprimanding?
What are we apologizing for?
No, I would just like to apologize to like,
no one.
everybody out there, especially the young ladies that were led on and thinking that Chris is a single gentleman. He is not.
man.
He is not. I
not
feel
where I
like
thought this was going.
we left some people heartbroken. I apologize. I did receive actually several people have messaged me and texted me if he
That
was
is
single.
Unbelievable.
Death threat?
But and then the only death threat was from his now girlfriend, who said you need to
Wait, my now girlfriend. Wait, what? There hasn't been a new one.
current, past, present, future
Okay,
girlfriend.
yeah, I got you. Wait, my girl gave you a death threat?
No, she just
No, she gave you a
just
death threat.
looked up at me and said, "You need to fix it."
Okay, I got you.
So
So-
what are you apologizing about?
I'm apologizing for misleading people and possibly giving
The fact
girls
that we gave them
hope
the idea
that-
they have hope is.
So
I
this
feel
is,
bad.
This
you
is
know?
not where I thought this was going. What was said again?
well, there was people reached out to me and wondered like, did Chris and his girlfriend break up? Are they still together? And yada yada. yada. I'm like,
Off
Yeah,
of what
they're
basis?
still together.
What did you say?
Everybody knows if I were to break
On
up,
the
there would
first
be
pod-
I would be unlike everyone else and post about it and tell people because I think that should be a world renowned thing.
Then you'd post a shirtless pic and life moves on.
That's,
exactly.
Yeah. Keep
On-
it simple.
on the first podcast of the season, podcast 101. Go back and listen to it if you haven't. I said something, or we
Of
said
season
something about me and you being married, Chris being single, and that
okay,
may
okay.
have
Oh,
It
controversy.
was a joke. People don't take jokes anymore, especially Chris's girlfriend. But
controversy.
I love how you're still finding ways to probably just make her angry in spite of this lengthy apology.
I love. Do you want me to stop?
This is the most oxymoronic apology I've
You want
ever
me to
heard.
stop?
No, not really. Oh my
But
goodness.
I sincerely apologize.
Hey, you know what? I want to talk about what I said real quick. Do you think that people should post about it in like a normal breakup? Like people are like, they're just like both like, hey, you know, I don't think it's working out. Let's just leave. And after like, I'm not saying like you've been dating for a month because then it's like no one really even knows anyway.
I feel like they don't post about it, but also they just go remove every trace of them from their platform.
Yeah,
I don't
which-
like
that's
that.
kind of
I
the
don't-
same
yeah,
thing.
But
I don't
like that's
like that.
just dumb. You know, that's just dumb. Like it's just frustrating in a way when you have to find out
I
through
never did
awkward
that.
situations where you're like, hey, are you still dating? Like, how's dating going? It's like, hey, we broke up freaking 4 months ago.
Dude,
and I'm like, why didn't
I had several
I had no
situations like
idea.
that. Like
Where you broke up
like
with people?
no, yes, that
the brokey?
No, I've been like in groups and somebody comes up like, hey, how'd your girlfriend do it? Like, and you know that they broke up, and it's just like, oh gosh,
Oh, it's like secondhand cringe. You're saying? Oh yeah,
it feels so
yeah,
bad.
Yeah.
It's
It's not. But okay.
Here's
At the
a
same
thought.
time, you. So, okay, go ahead.
Here's a
Go
thought.
ahead.
Don't post your girlfriend until you're actually further along.
I mean, that is valid.
she's like 7 months. I mean, you're dating.
Till she's 7 months.
No,
I mean, honestly, if you wait that long, then
it's for sure a thing.
yeah. I mean, I get frustrated, and I have no like reprimand. That's not the right word. I have no cares. Like, I don't feel bad for people who are put in an awkward situation because how are other people supposed to know? Like, you want them to assume that you're not dating,
Yeah.
you're not with a girl anymore or with a guy anymore because you just deleted your post about them, which you shouldn't have been posting in the first place because you were together for like a month and you probably aren't in love with this person. Like, come on now, guys. Get
Love
it
is
together.
crazy.
It is.
Love is
you
a
know?
fickle son of a gun.
Fickle.
Fickle.
So
Fickle.
what's your guys' best advice? What are we just saying you should post about? That's my thought. But what do you think? How could it be handled better?
There was a poll that came out on I believe it was News Nation or something recently.
Favorite
That-
website.
They said that couples that don't post about each other have I think it's 87%.
It's up there.
It was like a happiness meter, but they have an 87% more chance or percent chance of being more happy than other couples that constantly post about each other every day.
Is that just like false?
No, because I mean it makes a lot of sense because
Bro, he just read off a statistic. Of course it's going to be true. What are you
because
talking
a lot
about?
of people. I mean, it was a study that was done by who knows some Chinese scholar from
My wife posts about me, but I don't. I mean, it's not going to affect the amount of time we're together.
Right. But hang on. How much do you post about her?
Look at my Instagram. All the last 5 posts have all been about her
But what was the time frame? Like,
within the last 2 years.
okay,
it's
so
like
you're
one every
fairly
three-
happy.
You're not even
It's
one
like-
every quarter.
It's like one every 4 months or something.
Yeah, it's just for recency and relevance. So you're pretty happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But no, I think this was talking about
Thank you.
people
I'm glad to be validated through my Instagram posting that my marriage is going well.
by
I
some
appreciate
Chinese
that.
scholar.
I appreciate that from you.
No, but I think what it was alluding to is there are people out there that search for validation through social media and likes.
No, everybody does.
So obviously they can make it look good from their landing page when you search that person's name.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I
Chris.
got it, guys. No, there is a perfect. I was just introduced not long ago to this social media platform where breakups need to be posted on your Be Real. You know what I'm saying? If you're supposed to be real on this garbage, how about we actually post the real stuff? And you can't put.
What's
can you post-
ironic is Be Real is the most fake of them all.
I wouldn't know. I don't have it, but we can tee off on it if you want.
Be Real. This is what pisses me off, people. I'm gonna go off for a second. Be Real was created to you're doing your thing and you just quickly take a picture and send it to Be Real. I have been with so many people that have stopped whatever they're doing and said, guys, quick, let's take a selfie for Be Real. I'm like, you just altered everybody else's plan to make other people that look at this think that you're having a big group party or whatever, when in reality you're a douche sitting on the couch doing nothing on your phone,
Yeah.
while other people were having fun.
Oh, sheesh.
So in fact, that's not being real.
Exactly. It's just another way of being fake.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's... I
Can
don't
you
know.
explain what Be Real is to people who don't know? Because I wouldn't
I
have
don't
known if
even
you
know.
asked
I
me
don't-
a week or two ago.
I know
wouldn't have known.
this much about it. So apparently it's like a format where it takes a picture of a selfie and in front of you, it takes a picture of both ways on your phone,
What?
I guess, and it's a picture what you're doing right now.
Oh, that sounds sus.
And I don't know what if you have to take it right away or you're supposed to take it, or I don't know, it randomly sends you a notification when you have to send a Be Real or something. I don't know what all the rules are, but it's just
But could you still choose a best moment throughout your day to take a Be Real?
100%.
So if you're a coffee lover and you have your your beautiful espresso drink thing in front of you, you could just take a Be Real then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hate to be that person, but that seems like a.
No, be that person, Jordan. I want you to be that person.
I mean,
Same. Dig deep.
if you were a government searching for people,
funnel the hatred.
Yeah, here you go. If you were a government searching for people's identities
100%. It's just
I'm
another.
pretty sure you could get that anyways if you're the
Surroundings?
government, no matter what.
to build a picture of.
It's just another
person's
way to waste time and to be fake. That's
I know.
all it is.
You know how much time is wasted on B-Real that you could be spending watching reels? Come on. People, do some numbers and realize how much time you're wasting when you could be watching some reels, okay? Get it together, people.
Come on.
Come on.
I love that from you.
I know you do. Big real guy across from me over there.
Not a big Be Real guy. I don't know.
No.
Dude, I don't care. I get it. Be a useless part of society. See if I care.
Oh, dude, I can almost promise you, I would assume probably 90 to 95% of
I'm
people
gonna
who
get
listen to
flack
this,
for this.
yeah, have Be
Oh,
Real.
it's very popular. I think
very
it's more
popular.
popular than Snapchat right now. In a lot of
I
ways.
just learned about its popularity. I had no idea. It's crazy.
Snapchat's it's out there.
No, Snapchat is very popular. Also, if you ever wondered, look up what that was created for and see if you still want it.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Snapchat's sus. Actually, TikTok. When you look at TikTok's terms of service,
TikToks of the devil.
You don't have to look it up if you're okay with apps like Tinder. Then you're definitely gonna be fine with Snapchat.
Yeah, why do
but
you
if
think
you already
the
have
producer
something
has it?
that's like Tinder, what's the other one? I can't think of it.
Bumble.
Gosh, darn it, Bumble and
Grindr.
whatever. Grinder.
Match.
I don't actually know what those are, but I would assume they're all in the same category. And
Well, you had your,
FarmersOnly.com.
you had your stint of singleness. I'm sure you knew.
it's been a minute.
Wait, what's the Christian Mingle?
If you know what Christian Mingle is, if you're fine with those, then you're fine with Snapchat. If you're not, then you probably
I'm a
shouldn't
big
have
fan
Snapchat.
of Christian Mingle.
What's okay? I need an answer here. Wait, whoa! What?
What?
How many years of marriage have you finished up with? Is that how you met? Wait,
No.
I never heard how you guys actually met though.
We met at a volleyball tournament.
Oh my
Through
goodness.
Christian Mingle?
Shoot me.
No.
That
through
sounds like the
head.
gateway. What's the first thing? There's probably a whole section on Christian Mingle where it says local volleyball tournaments near you.
hot local
can't
volleyball.
deny
singles
that is on how to be a Mennonite handbook. Is actually
Oh, okay. It's a
it's chapter
conservative
1,
thing.
section
Oh,
3.
my Lord,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
shoot me now.
Yeah.
Oh my word. So
You know what they say?
What do they say?
Please don't say anything.
I
That's
can't
what they
say.
say.
I can't say it.
Oh, okay. If you want to know what they say, ask Randall later in the DMs.
Yeah. If you want to know what
What's-
they say, ask me later.
Well, since we're staying on social media, like, what are your thoughts on streaking then?
Well, like, I think it's possible jail time for one, but
Oh my gosh.
depends on where it's done. I've already talked about streaking. I'm pretty sure
Specifically within the context of Snapchat. Yeah, but opinions change and views change. It could have been 100 episodes we
on
talked
this podcast.
about streaking.
I feel like I came off very hot and heavy about thinking it's stupid. I'll be the first one to admit I have streaked with some people. I am ashamed of it. I'll admit it.
That freedom of just letting it hang loose.
Yeah. But to be fair,
I think it's just fun to see how long you can go.
well, that's the point of it, yeah.
Yeah, like the longer
But,
the
like-
better. I mean, like the longer you go, the better the streak.
Yes, Jordan, I heard what you said. I'm not going to respond to it.
So you do have active streaks.
I do have active streak. And screw
Just
you, by the
long
way.
streaks.
You're like the worst person to streak with.
That's because I don't do it. I
know, but,
purposely
like-
don't. I quit all. Like I had one that was over 1,000 at one point, and it went over 2.5
1,000 what?
days consistently
Wow.
of sending a snap to a given person, and it was like so stupid. And at the end of the day, I'm like, this doesn't mean anything for our relationship. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't. And so at one point, I just deleted Snapchat. And I have it back now, and I pretty much solely use it for communications. And every now and then, I'll just send some pictures of whatever all to someone.
You snap
But
me.
yeah, I do snap you, but it's why are you giving me the eyebrows, man?
Well, you know.
Are you gonna open up about our streaking? But yeah, I just think it's kind of dumb. Like I'm still on that viewpoint.
If we're being totally honest, the reason I started streaking was okay, this sounds bad.
Go on.
It's because of my wife.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like
Poor influence.
before when we started talking, we were on Snapchat and we
Okay.
inadvertently started a streak and we just kept it for like years until she accidentally forgot to keep it up, and now we lost it, but we started over. But it's not the same.
Yeah. See,
Kinda
once
heartbreaking.
I lose it, it's just like who cares anymore.
Exactly.
And even when I had it, I'm like, I looked up what the longest active one is. I think we did that before on the podcast.
What is the
I
longest?
forget what it is, but I'm like, I'm never obtaining
wow.
that. You know what I mean? I'm never gonna obtain that. That's just like unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't even want to. Anyways,
Such a waste of time.
Imagine saying you were the longest streaker there was.
imagine using apps like Snapchat to like communicate with people and not just.
I do some.
I mean, I mostly
There's
do.
some people that I only have access to talking to them.
Or here-
Snapchat. I don't have their number, Instagram,
Or
nothing.
here's a big thing for me though: if someone sends me a messenger message
Oh,
and they have my phone number,
okay. Yeah, that's
that person
dumb.
needs slapped.
That is dumb.
But also like
Or WhatsApp.
I really wanna
or
call them out
WhatsApp
right now.
too. Why are we using WhatsApp?
I hate WhatsApp.
I don't like WhatsApp that much either.
What the heck is WhatsApp anyway?
Yeah, and if we're adding to this beef, Apple group chats on the main thing, like the main messages app, is freaking awful. Apple is so good until you have their garbage group chats. They're so bad. They are so bad.
Yeah, we always have to have that one friend that turns the chat green.
Yeah, or guess what? You got to add another buddy after a year of this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, you lose everything. Unbelievable. Fix your stuff, Apple.
Figure it out. Just freaking figure it out.
Yeah, anyways, we don't need to get into I do actually like the fact of Snapchat because I do capture a lot of moments on there that I wouldn't
True.
otherwise have, which is nice.
Actually, the memories I do all the time. I take pictures on Snapchat and just save them.
Same.
And don't
Yeah.
take pictures on my phone anymore. It's really
Yeah.
bad.
No,
it's like bad.
I'm kind of
the-
there with you.
The quality's worse though.
no,
Not by much. If
no,
it
it's
is.
still on your phone.
It's
How is the quality worse?
If you take a Snapchat photo and save it to your camera roll, the quality's worse.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, like not saving your camera roll, but like
Fight.
save it to your
Fight.
memory
Fight.
in
It's like-
Snapchat. It's the same picture.
Okay, well, if you save it to your folder within Snapchat, maybe.
Yeah, Randall, you got to save it
But
to your folder in Snapchat.
you take a photo on your camera roll.
If you screenshot it,
Jordan,
well,
you have to screenshot.
No, if you screenshot it, yes, I agree with you. It loses quality. But if you just move it, it doesn't lose quality.
Yeah,
I'm
Jordan,
sorry, I thought you were
it doesn't lose quality.
I thought you're physically taking a photo with the Snapchat app and then saving it back to your camera roll.
That's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing. And it does not lose quality.
Jordan, it does not lose quality.
Prove this to me. I don't buy it 1 minute.
That's been a known thing for years.
Randall, it's been a known thing.
Chris, you're just trying to start a fight. Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Jordan, it does not lose quality. Prove
How
it
does-
right now.
How does it?
I've done that so many times. It does not lose quality. I'm going to need some proof.
I have sent some pictures that needed more quality. I wish I would have known this before now. How does it do in like a low light situations?
How does it do in like basement settings? Yikes, man. So, Joey, yeah, I'm gonna need some proof right now. Randall,
So I mean, just do a quick Google search. It says
let's
Snapchat
see.
pictures are of a lower quality than stock photos because the program doesn't shoot photos with your camera.
I've literally been saying this.
What does it shoot them with? My butt? What does it use?
Well, if you
It
would have
uses my camera on my phone. How is that lower
Yeah,
quality?
how does
than
that
if I
lower the
click
quality?
The freaking camera
It's
button
the
and
same
take a picture.
thing.
How is that less quality than if I go on Snapchat and take a picture?
Yeah, try finding
How?
that. Tell me how.
How is that less?
it's very simple.
Randall, it's so easy to grasp, honestly.
It's so simple. The reason why is because they have to read.
They have to.
Because okay, Chris, there's so many millions of pictures sent every day. They need to reduce some quality. Can you stop?
Hey, could you get off of us for 1 second?
I
so we can have a
am
conversation?
enjoying this argument.
So, matter of fact,
Metaphoric. Dang it. I thought you were going to say metaphorically. Dang it.
just,
All right.
just
whatever.
several weeks ago, my wife
Yeah.
sent me a picture.
Just recently.
I don't
And it
want to
was-
hear about any pictures your wife sending you.
We don't need that on this show.
I wanted
man.
the original version, or like a better.
This does not get any better for your case.
Sure you did.
Why did you want a higher quality image?
It was a wedding photo.
Yeah, well, that still doesn't. The wedding day photo doesn't say that much for me, boss.
And I asked her, I said, was this taken on Snapchat? She's like, yes. I'm like, okay, well, that's my problem.
See, Randall, that's the real issue that we're getting down to.
Bro, everyone has
all right.
known this for years.
Okay, so say
Am I crazy?
yes. Next question.
Hold on, wait. I want to ask Jordan a quick question before you go.
No.
Randall, wait, one question. Jordan, do you currently have Snapchat?
I don't.
Okay, never mind. All right.
Okay.
Randall, go on.
You haven't had Snapchat for a while. Hats off to you. Anyway, my question is, okay, so say for 1 minute I believe that what you're saying is true, which I still do not believe. 1 second. Why is that the case?
Why is it?
I just told you. It's because they have to send Snapchat, the app itself, sends so many millions of photos every day. There's no reason they can't lessen the quality just a little bit more to save data sending it, less for the app itself. It's the same reason why when I publish a photo to a website, when I'm designing a site, I will intentionally destroy the photo. Not literally, but I'll remove a massive part of the quality. And for me, the biggest thing I'm looking for is load time. So like you as a user on my website,
No wonder your websites are trash.
oh my goodness.
Randall's not backing down.
So yeah, so you don't have to sit there for 5 hours to load my site.
I appreciate that. Not that I've ever.
Would you do me a favor and just Google it?
No, I don't want to Google it.
Because you could be wrong.
I don't want to be wrong.
Randall, I think it's very clear that you're wrong.
Okay. Saying some planet I am wrong in this situation, but there's got to be a group of people out there that agree with me saying that if you I'm saying I agree. Like if I download it or save it or send it, whatever. I'm just saying taking a picture, saving it to Snapchat memories, or taking a picture and it saves your phone. How is that different quality? That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Try it.
No, but like, how is that a thing? Like, it's the same thing. It's just different bubble on your phone. How is that a thing? I get it if you're like moving it around and transporting or screenshotting it. Yes, I get that. But like, it should. I'm done.
Okay.
Well, so
I
it's
have-
not.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do, but So I'm not going to say there isn't a way you could change your camera setting, but I
Lessen
can't
the quality of your camera.
and I can't speak for. Okay, so it's the same way with WhatsApp.
I have 4 cameras on my phone and
Okay.
it can't take a good quality picture.
It's the same.
Randall,
What?
I'm going to expose you just for a second. I just took 2 pictures of 2 stills here in our studio. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty noticeable which one is which. Like I'm not even lying.
Bro, I don't.
I want
Okay.
to back you, but like it's actually
guys,
no.
guys.
Stop.
No, I'm talking.
I'm talking. I'm going to finish my point.
I'm right
gonna
after
finish
you.
You're right after me.
Okay.
I was gonna 100% agree
done
with
yet?
you that it's useless if it's not noticeable to the human eye and it's like a loading thing or whatever. That's garbage. No one cares. But if it's actually this noticeable to the human eye, Jordan makes a valid point.
Oh, no.
God, it freaking hurts to say. But
Jordan?
he's kind of in the right.
Okay,
not saying
here's
that.
my thing. I admit, you're right. Chris just proved me. You're right. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. I am saying third party. Why is that the case?
See, Jordan, that is our question.
I just meant
tell us.
See this little round black dimple on the front of my phone?
Right.
Not this one. This one.
that was your middle finger.
How the picture is being taken through that? Correct.
But it's within the app. It's within the app.
I know, but it's using this lens.
Right. But that's not hard to create
All right, I'm
software.
done. All right.
Oh my god. It's not hard to create software
I
that
need a
would
drink.
that would take a picture with a lesser resolution or megapixel.
All right.
You're just such a nerd. Megapixels and gigawatts and schmucks and whatever all. Well, that about does it for the... I actually got a great deal of pleasure out of hearing you guys argue. This should happen more often. We need to get...
I don't think we weren't arguing at each other.
it
We
was
were
just great
like,
to watch. Or listen
I was perfectly
and watch.
calm.
I was too.
Clearly.
I never once stood
Clearly.
up or broke a sweat
Or raised a middle finger.
or raised my voice.
All righty. Well,
I'm gonna have so many people call me just absolutely stupid for this. But
screw
hey,
'em. Who cares?
I was dropped on my head as a child. Get over it.
People streak him every day. Let him know about this.
No. Anyway, can we
my
do something
I'm
else?
surprised someone like I've.
What do you mean,
Since-
someone like me? What do you mean, someone like me?
I'm just
now I'm
saying-
taking everything personally.
no, like that's a
because I'm
compliment.
fat?
Someone
No.
as high-rankingly
Yeah, for
smart
as long as
you
I've
are.
known you, you've had Snapchat.
You look way too stupid.
You didn't believe that when you said it.
Right, even you know, like, do you know how stupid you look right now?
I do look pretty dumb.
Yeah,
I admit that.
Bro's got a half wave. You got a surfable
Also,
wave on your
does
head
anybody
right
here
now.
want to give me a haircut?
Dude, you know what? Booked up. We'll talk about it later. But for now, we got a survival draft to get into
Oh, I almost forgot.
where we are going to be taking some items. But first,
Randall's taking Snapchat cameras right off the board.
we are going. No, okay,
yep,
no,
yep.
definitely
No
not. But first, we have some music to get to. Let's get into it.
Welcome into the draft, everyone. This is
Draft room?
This is the draft studio.
Okay.
Yep. Where three of us, Christopher, Randall, and I, we are getting
Randall
dropped.
and me.
We are getting dropped like Randall has. Finish your sentence now. Sorry, that was not cool. I'm sorry.
We are hypothetically all in the Midwest for this draft. This is a survival draft.
Like Rocky Mountain region? Question mark.
I don't believe there's Rocky Mountains in the central northern Midwest.
No horned rams.
Northern part of the central Midwest.
Gotcha. Where the?
I think we're in Florida? Question mark.
Okay, so find Midwest
Yeah.
and then go north.
Washington D.C.
Find central Midwest.
So we're in Illinois.
Kind of.
Louisiana.
Right, somewhere where no one lives.
Oh, I picture like we're in the middle of like Montana.
That would be
That's
the west. That would be the northern west.
That's northwest at its
So-
finest.
Okay.
So
I'm
come
done.
east about 1,000 miles.
That would be like an ocean.
Okay, go west from the 1,000 miles about 300.
As long as we're not in Canada, I'm okay.
Then we're like in
Okay,
Maryland.
But we're south of Canada. Okay.
Thank
So
God.
Michigan.
So we are 269 miles from civilization, 2 miles from the actual, mile and a half from the actual campsite.
All right.
Okay.
Or not campsite, but just location where we get dropped. There is a stocked pond.
Good
Not
to know.
naturally. It's done by humans that walk 269 miles from the nearest town. Randall?
Are we like just magically spawning there? Is this a parachute? Or
Right.
is this like a PUBG situation?
we be there at the same time?
This is PUBG.
All right. we're
You get
in.
dropped out of the plane, and you get dropped on the floor, which
Always
is something
wanted to
you're,
do that.
you're well familiar with. So we get dropped, and then from there we have a backpack on our back,
That took too long
and
to get.
these
Just like PUBG. So this is PUBG.
right, except your chute doesn't open. So
dang it.
these 5 items are going to be with you. Doesn't necessarily, you do have a backpack on your back. Doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in your backpack because these items might be longer or larger. So
But you have to be able to carry it.
you do have to be able to carry it.
You can't have a 4-wheeler.
Can't draft a house,
Yeah.
which is what Chris is going to try to do in about 2
Generator. I specifically said no generator.
You
Whatever-
can't carry a generator.
Whatever you can comfortably carry in your backpack.
So also the basis of this draft too is the fact that we have to survive, not necessarily try to have other people come and get us. Because at the end of this,
How long are we surviving? Are we
gonna
like
die.
starting civilization? Because if so, when do the
When do we-
wives get dropped in?
Just wondering how that's working.
I don't think we need to take this draft that far.
Okay, we're not staying there that long.
Right.
Okay.
No. How many items are we going to take?
It's a five items, 5-round draft.
Are you going to keep track of these, Jordan, as a producer?
Yeah. He
Sure.
is. He just
All
said
right,
he is.
he is. I know I had the first pick, so I mean,
You
is,
do. You
is
know
there any
why?
more
Because
discussing?
you're the most likely to die.
Okay, I think the last thing we need to discuss is what kind of temperatures are we working with?
So it is-
I need highs and lows for the 30 days.
It is the central Midwest, northern part of the central
I'd say
Midwest.
fall time.
It's like, end of summer, fall.
So it could drop in the 40s.
Temperatures during the day are in the mid 70s with temperatures in the upper 40s, 50s at night.
That's a little warm. Okay.
Oh, it's perfect.
Interesting.
Sleeping
Okay.
in 40-degree weather is kind of cold. If you've ever done it.
You think so?
Oh yeah, it's very chilly.
That's why I'm saying it's kind of warm.
But
But
when
what
it to be cooler?
I'm just saying the overall temp is pretty warm. But
Okay, if you
it's
wanna
very
die-
survivable. It's very survivable.
I think that's a good temperature. Good job, Deuce.
Okay.
Okay, and the last thing to
I mean,
know
if you
is
wanted unsurvivable temperatures and just a barren wasteland of trash and garbage, just go.
We're going to the North Pole.
Yeah, just go to our brothers just
in Canada.
like one country north. Yep.
Okay. Last thing I need to know is any
no need to be
predators.
stupid.
What kind of animals are we up against?
There are rabbits,
Sasquatch.
squirrels,
Bigfoot?
No.
Okay.
No.
There are predators, but in this scenario, we don't have to worry about
Yeah,
life
there
or death
are no
situations.
bears. No bears.
Okay.
There are, but they're
They're domesticated.
they're strictly
In jail?
non-binary bears.
So we don't have to fear them. Okay.
They identify by not near.
Okay. Okay. So there's domesticated bears. So they're chill. Everything's chill.
Yeah.
Everything's chill.
Everything's very
It's
chill.
very laid back.
So, and there are deer. There might actually be some elk. Ooh, I don't know. That might be a little far east.
I feel like there should be one track. Like, how long are we surviving again? A week?
This is 3 weeks.
3 weeks. I feel like there needs to be like some sort of like, we don't know it, but like there's going to be like an incredible thunderstorm or like a hailstorm or like a forest fire.
There are-
Something we
there are
have to like
elements.
survive.
There are elements. No, we just have to survive.
All right, let's do
I mean,
it.
those elements could naturally come.
All right. Well, we got 5 rounds left. So
In
let's
the
get
northern
right
part
into
of the
it.
central Midwest.
We're doing a snake draft, so I'm going to start. Jordan's going second. Randall's finishing up.
Yeah, if you didn't hear in the last episode, Chris went. Randall and I voted for Chris to go first because he is the weakest.
We want him to get all the help he can get.
Yes, exactly. And we threw him a bone, and then Randall and I rock paper scissors, and I came in second.
But-
so
He out scissored me.
Considering that we do not, yikes! Considering that we do not have many like rules and stipulations for this draft, having the first pick or the second pick doesn't really mean that much. So we're just going to get into it. It's just a free for all. Here we go. Are you ready, Randall?
I'm ready. I'm waiting on you.
Okay, I'm just making sure. What am I going to take first? I have a lot of things at my disposal.
So just to set the stage again, central part of the northern
We
Midwest.
just went through this.
200. I just want to make sure
We
because
get it!
this comes up every single time. We have to go back and set the stage. Central part of the northern Midwest, or whatever it is, 269 miles
He just
from
wants to say that number
civilization.
again. Bottom line.
Whatever, dude.
You're a mile and a half from civilization, or from a stock pond. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Whatever. 101. I'm never going to start a fire without something to start a fire with, and it's kind of lame, but give me a lighter because keep it simple. There's a lot of items to take, so I'm taking that.
All right.
Jordan.
Well,
Oh, it's going to slow down so much when we get to Jordan because he's going to have some long drawn out reason because he wants votes because he's so desperate for people's victories.
I had to write your answer down.
Okay. Wait, so desperate for people's victories?
He's
So-
desperate for the gratification of the public.
He's what?
He's desperate for the gratification of the public.
That is a firm.
So with the second pick in the survival draft, my thought right away went
Piloting
to
term.
what would I do if I were to
You were not wrong.
catch a fish? So I'm going to take a knife.
A knife. Gotcha.
Okay.
What does that have to do with the fish?
If I would catch a fish,
You
I
don't
would
have
need
to
a
clean a
knife.
fish.
You could just, yeah, you really don't need to fillet one.
Or if I need
You
to
can.
cut up some lumber,
A knife?
make a spear.
Good. Have fun cutting up a nice log with a knife. All right, Randall,
Okay.
You have 2 picks, by the way.
I know.
you do have 2 picks, so, and then you have 2 more picks.
Question: Does like a hatchet fall into the knife category?
No.
It doesn't.
I mean, no, because technically, if we're playing by the rules that we made pregame, you could take matches right now if you want to.
All right. What about machete? Does that fall into the knife?
Totally different.
No.
Okay.
When I'm thinking knife, I'm thinking like a handheld, like 6-inch blade, like something not big. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Just make sure we're on the same app.
Yep.
So you know what? I'm gonna do it. Nobody else did. I'm taking a gun.
Yeah. I mean,
Dang it.
I respect it.
Oh, that was my. I almost took that 101.
Okay, I'm taking a gun first off, just because you know what? It widens your option. I mean, worst comes worst, you can shoot fish with it. Like, come on. Or I can hike into one of your camps, shoot you, take your loot. Either way, I'm winning.
That's why I'm drafting poorly, is because I knew you'd get the gun. You have nothing to take here. You know what I mean? I'm thinking
So-
way further than you are.
Gun for one. Second, I think you know what? I'm gonna take a life straw.
A life straw. Dang, that was actually on my top 3 for sure.
Wow.
Because
Yeah.
I think that's your most important. Just you can be able to drink water wherever.
Yeah, but my thing is I have fire. So if we're in the Midwest, water's everywhere. I can boil
boil it.
water all day long.
You have to get something to boil
You know what I
it in,
mean?
bud.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Yep. Jordan, that's you.
Okay.
Second round, second pick.
First pick, I took knife. I think so. You can start a fire, obviously, by rubbing sticks together.
Correct.
And
It is harder, but you can do it.
You can do it. I think what I will do next is shelter.
Shelter. So like a tent.
I'm going to take a tent.
All right.
He's taking a
That's
tent.
smart.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't because like there's sticks and stuff out there. But anyway, good job.
Do sticks keep you dry?
Yes, if you build a shelter correctly.
That's a lot of sticks.
It is.
I think you're thinking
you're-
leaves, though.
No.
Leaves would keep you dry.
No. Leaves fucking more. Anyway.
See, eventually a tent's going to fall apart. So if your foundation's not built right, man, this is a great analogy, a biblical analogy, just waiting to happen. But if your foundation ain't built right, son, it ain't going to last that long. And although we're only out there for 3 weeks, your mindset when you start a survival thing like that is like, what if I get stuck out here forever? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to start thinking long term, which means you got to start building your foundation right from the bottom up, which means you're going to have to start using wood. You're going to have to start using all that good stuff.
Okay.
Where's the altar?
Where's the altar? TBD.
Oh, I thought you were preaching. Sorry.
No. We're not there yet. I am going to take an axe. I gotta have an axe.
Valid.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
I was thinking like chainsaw. We're not gonna be able to take a chainsaw. You know what I mean? What
Drafts
you're
a
not
gas station.
you're not jumping out of a plane with a freaking chainsaw on your body. Okay,
Yep, I agree.
that's just unrealistic. And an axe has to be taken, a very sharp axe. So right now I'm working with an axe and a lighter. I mean essentials. And my third items, because I think easily I can get my other ones that are coming back to me. I'm going to take a fishing rod because that is something
that's what I
that
was
can
gonna take.
definitely take
Very smart.
in a
very
backpack.
smart.
And can we say, does fishing rod include like a hook
Yes,
and
it
line?
includes hook.
All right. That's all I needed. We got a hook
Fishing
and line
line
and
is
a
everything you need to go fishing.
fishing line. So
Except
I
for bobbers.
okay,
You noob.
whatever. I have food. I have what I need to make a somewhat of a shelter, and I have fire, which is very important.
What are your 3 things so far?
A lighter, an axe, and
A fishing rod.
a fishing rod. Jordan, your turn.
Okay. So I drafted a tent last round. So I have like
Throw your plastic
knife.
covering when it's burning in the woods or something.
Yeah.
Hailing.
Next up, I really think I'm going to need something faster to start a fire.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if rubbing sticks is for me in my particular phase of life. So I'm going to take matches.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Whatever.
See, I see what you're saying there, Chris.
Yeah.
Torch is still available.
Unbelievable.
Okay,
What we
so I
got?
get 2 picks.
Here, presently, you have a gun and a life straw.
Gun and a life straw. I actually regret so much the life straw.
It was a little early for me.
Can I
It-
swap it?
It would have been my third, probably.
You cannot.
'Cause I
Do
was
we get-
expecting.
Can I
wasn't
trade
expecting
it
to
with
get
somebody?
You cannot.
Chris, do you want to trade the life straw?
I'm good, dude.
I
I'll take it
have-
for free though.
You cannot.
Okay.
I overplayed.
See, I thought right away. I thought water can be boiled.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But so because I'm gonna have to get something to cook with anyway. So essentially,
Yeah.
it was. Pardon my bad take.
It was
That
a reach.
That was a reach. Fortunate for you, that's a question. Do we have a water bottle, like a Nalgene bottle,
No.
in our pack?
No.
No. That's definitely an extra item for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so I am going
Queso?
to take queso.
You're going to take queso.
I am gonna take
With chips?
probably like a pot.
A pot,
Like-
like cast iron.
More like a pot, not a pan.
stainless steel?
Like
Cast
something
iron?
you can boil water, also
Yep.
carry water, drink water out of.
Absolutely.
Something about a half gallon.
You have 2 means for water
Pan
already.
Yeah, that's why I said I regret the life straw. Dang
Okay.
it. but I don't have to boil it. So I can be down at the lake all day fishing and I don't have to start a fire and boil water if I get thirsty.
Yeah, but some lakes, I mean, you're not that bad off
You're
just
gonna
drinking
chance
that
it.
water. Yeah, like you're gonna chance
You're
it.
gonna chance it.
Yeah, and your fourth pick, Randall.
Man, I have like 3 things I want, and a dang life straw was not. I regret that so much.
Jump the gun on the life
did.
straw.
I love this because I got a text earlier today that said, "I will absolutely destroy you."
I was talking to Chris, not necessarily you.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see about that. I'm interested to see how these votes.
I'm gonna
pan
take
out.
a machete.
Machete. Okay, so we all have a means of some kind of sharp metal item. Okay. All right, machete. Jordan, coming back through the 4th round. What you got?
Presently have a knife, tent, and matches. So, are there bugs in this climate?
I mean, it's the Midwest. It's kind of chilly though, low key. Like for serious bugs.
At night, they're probably not gonna be a problem. if it's not
midday,
40.
sun's out.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
buggy.
midday,
You're in the
they're bad.
woods. Yeah, you're in the woods.
Are you taking bug spray right now?
Thinking about it.
That's not a bad thing.
I mean, midday on the lake, even. Yeah, if you're on the lake, I respect it.
I think the smoke from the fire will keep the
Bugs away from the most part.
bugs
You're
away.
going to
for the
be
most
close
part.
to your campground the entire time.
Yeah.
So, with that said,
Just gonna lay in his tent for 3 weeks.
I'm going to take a flashlight.
All right.
Now,
I don't hate that.
I just want to clarify this or provide gray area. Is this enough battery to get you through 3 weeks, or
Yeah, absolutely.
is it just like whatever batteries are in it?
It's
No.
it's one of those where you used to shake to charge. Remember those stupid things?
Oh, okay.
This is not a lantern where you have it on like all night long.
And you look like you're definitely not charging a flashlight. Okay, so he took a flashlight with his 4th pick. Coming back to me, I'm going to take something I think is essential, something that will be great in the long run. I want just a roll of paracord because
Dang it, you
being
took
able
mine.
to tie stuff.
That was my last
because
pick.
My grand idea. You know what? I'll get into this.
It's
Oh
so-
no,
it's
I
so-
have the final pick. My
It's so,
last pick.
it's so handy for building,
yeah,
gathering stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
it's very handy.
And I was like,
Or
axe and paracord,
an
essentials.
injury or anything.
An injury, that's huge.
Do anything.
Absolutely huge.
Very important.
I am going to take my very last pick here. It's underwhelming as all hang, but I'm still going to do it. And that is going to be a sleeping bag.
I get that.
I just want some comfort. Dude, think of it right now. With both of what you guys have, you don't have anything that you would normally use to sleep at night.
We have a pick stuff though.
You've what?
We both have a pick
I know.
stuff,
I'm just saying, like right now in your draft. So
No, I get that.
So me wrapping up, I have a lighter, an axe, a fishing rod, a sleeping bag, and of course, paracord.
Paracord.
Yep.
That is my 5. Jordan, what is your last pick?
Are we allowed to take food?
I would not think so.
Well, okay, if you
I
take
mean, if
food,
you want to.
you can take a category of something. Like if you take granola bars, you're getting a box of granola bars.
What about like an MRE?
You can take one MRE.
One MRE.
One MRE.
Just testing the boundaries here.
Okay. We don't really know what the boundaries are.
What about a camping chair?
Yeah, you could.
could,
I mean, those
but
little ones you could.
Sitting on the ground's not that bad.
I
in my
love the
opinion.
fact that out of all the survival things that are needed, you're just worried about sitting on your butt. Like that's what you are worried about. Tell me you work in an office without telling me you work in an office. All right,
Jordan takes. Can I take my office chair for 500, please?
He would do it too.
Okay, so presently I have knife, tent, matches, and flashlight. With my last pick, I am going to take. I'm between two.
Aren't we all?
I'm going to take a water bottle.
Water bottle.
A water bottle.
I like
okay.
that.
I don't have it. I don't have any water bottle.
Basic, but
You are
No.
kind of up a creek without any source of.
I'm gonna have to find a rock that has a hollow
Or
portion
make
in
one.
it, or make one.
so remember,
That's like-
water is a mile and a half away.
Wait, when was this said?
He actually
that's-
said it at
that's
the beginning.
why
You know,
I
you
had to
said
repeat
no,
it.
no,
Well,
you said
To
stock,
be fair, the stock
pond
lake.
or, whatever, or lake.
It all luck of the draw. He could be next to a creek, stream.
Exactly.
That's true. There is
exactly.
none.
We can't get too specific.
The
with these.
body of water is farther away. If you happen to spawn or drop in next to a stream, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Randall, you presently have gun, life straw, pan, and machete. You have one pick remaining.
I feel like I'm gearing up for a war. Because
Swing
essentially, I have 3 weapons.
Swing your life
Yes.
straw at him.
Hey, a pan in PUBG is huge. I'm
Oh,
just
there
It
saying.
is
Deadly.
huge. With that 8x scope.
Yeah, 8x
You
pan.
put scope on a pan.
8x pan, baby.
Don't ask, Randall. What's your last pick?
I'm stuck between 2 things.
Not the first time. Sorry. What's your last pick?
Right after he was dropped. Right before.
But Randall, what's your last freaking thing?
Getting the stare down.
I hear what you say about the comfort thing, and that really
You know what I mean?
pushed me there. But I'm also worried
Because
about the
good-
weather,
good
and that's
sleep.
kind of so like since I have the last pick, I'm not giving it away. I can't decide between a tarp or a wool blanket.
I almost took a tarp. I almost did.
Because tarp, you can wrap yourself up in a tarp. They're great for structures, windbreaks.
And I want to quick say this. The theory behind, I know you can't take it anymore, why I took a sleeping bag is because you get those ones that zip all the way up. If you zip them all the way down, you can use it as a tarp. You literally can because it's laid out then. Think about that, people. You got to think about it. It's multi-use equipment we have out here.
I'm taking the tarp.
Taking the tarp.
Taking
Okay.
the tarp.
I respect. You have an easy means for shelter. Mine I have to build. I have to build my shelter, and it's going to last. But a tarp, you put some wood in the right places, all that stuff. You're going to be chilling. Yeah. What are some honorable mentions before we go back through our final picks? Because the one thing that would have made my list if we had one more option was a compass. Just because in the woods, if you go anywhere in the woods, difficult to stay on track.
I agree with that, but also like I know my bearings fairly good in woods and stuff, and I thought about that. And if I was trying to get to somewhere, yes, like if I was dropped off here, I have to make it 50 miles to here to get out. Absolutely. But if I'm just worrying about living in one location, you slowly just work your way out and become familiar. And
that's the only reason I didn't. It's just like for that first week, having a compass would be really nice. Like you could just walk in any direction and know you're fine because you just need to know where you came from. That's it.
One that I was like tossing around was a first aid kit.
I honestly thought of that.
But I was like, if something happens, I mean, I'm just going to die. You know what I mean? Like, why would you just suffer out there in the wild?
Well, this is like a survival thing. There's camera guys with us the entire time.
Oh, yeah,
right?
naturally, of course. Of course.
So the rest of the ones that I had on my list, I'm surprised you didn't take a space blanket, Chris. I figured you would take one of those, like the foil blankets.
They're essentially a cheap tarp.
They're loud. They're very loud.
Yeah.
I had a hatchet, MRE sleeping mat was another one, bug spray. I had a lantern and first aid kit, gloves, animal trap because I had no gun.
True.
So I got to have them come to me.
I had
a reclining camping chair, air mattress, generator, iPhone charger.
Honorable mention. I thought of that.
A freaking phone charger in a survival mission. You
honorable
idiot.
mention that I thought of bow and arrow.
I actually did think of that too.
I mean,
I'm out for votes, so
I did think of other weapons, but I'm like, my fire's going to keep predators away. I have food, and I'm not out to attack.
So
anything.
I was thinking either to prioritize like fishing or like hunting for food. That's my.
I ain't
like,
shooting no fish with no bow and arrow.
Jordan's starving to death. The more I think about it,
he is.
No.
You are not eating.
What are you hunting with? What are you fishing with? I've seen you swim. You cannot beat a fish.
That is facts.
What?
You're not out swimming a fish.
No. Now there's a lot of things you can do.
Name one.
You can create like nets with sticks and branches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I got the flashlight.
Yeah, I've seen you do that a lot.
That's why I got the flashlight
to catch fish
at night. Not necessarily fish, but frogs around the banks.
Oh, because you love frog legs.
I actually do.
Well, I mean, if they're done
really
right, they can be okay.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
Good thing they packed frying oil,
guys. I'm thinking very practically here. You guys are kind of screwed. Randall, not as much. Jordan, we're landing there in the middle of the day. Okay,
Correct.
so let's say we have 6 hours till dusk in our first leg there.
Sure.
What are you doing to be comfortable that night? You have to sleep or you're going to be unproductive during the day.
So there's a lot of things.
You have nothing for comfort.
Yeah, that's not exactly true. So what you do with the knife is
you turn it around, you shove it through your chest, and say, "I'm not good at surviving."
That's what you're going to do.
So the best way to be comfortable without anything in a tent, use your knife. Cut down tons of branches with small limbs and lots of leaves. Place them under the tent.
Or like pine boughs if you find pine trees.
Pine trees, anything like that.
Cedars.
Yep. Place them underneath the actual tent themselves.
But you more than anyone else I've heard complain about your pillows and your neck and your this and that.
Yeah, sure there isn't a sleep number setting in this tent, but
you have a sleep number. What the world? You're going to be struggling.
You have a sleep number tent?
You're going to be struggling, man.
That Wi-Fi.
Okay, one thing I just thought of that would be super cool to actually do in real life.
Yeah, what's that?
Is have like a big wheel with stuff, and like you spin it 5 times and you randomly get 5 things.
Oh,
like you could get.
Randall, what's stopping us from doing this?
I don't know.
Why don't we do it? Like it's springtime. When it's spring around here, we should do it.
I'm so down.
If you know a good area that's like we can get deep into the woods,
I'll personally
like fairly
drop you
deep.
off.
Oh, it's just Randall and me. We could get one of the dude. We should make it a
Randall
threesome.
and I.
Randall and I. Sorry.
We should get who
I
would go
would be
with
so
us.
oh,
I have
man.
a couple guys who go
We got to
with us.
think about this after the show.
I know who go with
I
us.
want to do this.
Actually, I kind of want him to go with us.
Each
Why?
get to take one person.
Because like he
Dog.
dog in the
Okay,
woods.
okay.
Yeah.
Does he have a lot of body heat?
He's good color.
Okay.
Oh,
A bit
gross.
muscular for my taste, but
Hey, here's another thing though. Your fire is going middle of the night. Like you have to get out of your tent every single time
me,
instead of
you,
building one of
me-
those shelters that's
me,
like
you.
facing the fire.
You, I.
me, you.
Yeah, you,
Yes,
I.
Randall.
No, it's just
I received that. Me, you.
me and Chris.
Yeah.
And then we both get to pick a friend to go with, and we go separately and see what. Yeah.
Oh no, I want to
See
be
who
with
makes
you.
it out the hole.
Okay,
I mainly just wanna be with
I like
you.
that. Me
Okay.
and you and a third
third.
person.
That's
You
what
can
I'm
always
saying.
survive off the largest.
How long are we going to be out for? Like handful of days, a
It's
week?
got to be more than 2 nights. Otherwise, it's just like you don't even have to eat if you're
No,
only
no.
there for a
I'm
day.
thinking-
4 days sounds right.
I'm okay. I think like leave and then stay 3 full days and come back on the 4th. Like so, it's 4 nights.
Bro, I actually thought, dude, honorable mention. You know how nice a hammock would be?
Well,
It was on my list.
I thought about it, but I could. I was like that or sleeping bag. That was my.
Hammock,
I was like,
dude,
bro, nah,
hammock.
I
sleeping
don't
bag.
know how weatherproof a hammock is.
But I have the
I
pair.
don't care. You sleep like a baby.
I have the
though.
paracord to
Oh.
do it. I could somehow ring something up. You,
You
know.
can also
Just
make
tie paracord to either and your sleeping bed.
Yeah,
It's just like
yeah.
a burrito
Stretch
in between
the-
two
yeah.
trees.
Stretch that sleeping bag out.
you could also sleep upright.
That's a very honorable mention. All right, going through our final 5 last time, and then we'll wrap this podcast up.
Jordan, you want to read them off for us?
I mean, I know my own 5.
Sure, I would be happy to. Chris has
never mind.
lighter, axe, fishing rod, paracord, and sleeping bag. Randall has a gun, a life straw, pan, machete, and a tarp.
Mid,
And finally, I drafted a knife, tent, matches, flashlight, and a water bottle.
even more mid.
That sounds like a great draft to me.
All I know is I would actually, like, I thought I was going to be bad at this. I would actually take my 5 if it meant, like, going and surviving somewhere. I wouldn't.
Well, that was the
100%.
point
I
of
wouldn't
this.
take any one of you
100%
guys.
I'd take
That
my
was the
five.
point of this.
All right, well, we're going to see who else would take our
See
5s.
see what the fans say.
Be sure to check into our Instagram this week when this gets posted and vote on who's
And
draft
send
one.
us a DM if you want to join me and Chris for a survival challenge.
Chris and
later
I,
this
yeah.
year.
Chris and I.
If you want to join us,
It'll be me and Chris.
Maybe you should take an English teacher.
that was actually pretty funny.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. But hey, guys, seriously, stay tuned to the socials and vote because we want to know.
Vote
and
for me.
We're all clearly prejudiced of our teams, so we need to know who's going to be humbled.
I'm the only one surviving.
I'll take a podium finish, quite honestly. You know, like I wouldn't be. I wouldn't
You're
be angry.
guaranteed to be top 3.
I wouldn't be angry with a podium finish, and so we'll work with it. But anyways, we're wrapping this here up, boys. What's the final words, Randall? What'd you learn today?
I learned that I think me and Chris could survive in any situation.
There's quite a few I think we could, for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. That's good. Jordan, what'd you learn?
I learned that Randall didn't know that the Snapchat camera
Okay,
is
get
not
off.
quite as strong
Where do you get off?
on exits and like ramps.
That's a very open-ended question.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I learned, Chris. Hey, Chris, what did you learn?
I learned that if I ever have a family of about 10 or more, Costco membership
10?
should be on the horizon.
R.I.P. Ken.
He is single? To start that family of 10, inquire now in our DMs,
Get in line.
as he is just newly
Nope.
single.
As I said, he is taken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, whatever. That's enough for the podcast today, boys. We're going to be wrapping it up here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 103. Any remarks?
Uno, dos, tres.
Yes, any remarks, smart or dumb, is appreciated. Please leave us a 5-star review and let us know what you appreciated about the show. And I will say we got some exciting things here coming up in the future.
Big things.
I know season 5 is just getting underway. We're just getting started here. What'd you say?
Are they big things?
I have no idea. You have to say this stuff. I'm reading off the teleprompter. I'm gonna keep going here.
We have a teleprompter?
We do have a teleprompter.
Have you never looked at it?
No, I've never turned around. Once
You've
in a
never noticed when I'm just like intimately staring at your stomach every time I go on these long rants?
while. I know it's big, but I didn't realize I had a teleprompter on it.
I'm just saying, it's feeding the words, all right. Anyways, that'll do all for episode 103. Stay tuned next week for episode 104 and
We
get the
love you
results
guys.
of our survival draft. Take care, everyone, and have a good week. Goodbye, friends.
See ya!